Behind this gate is the hobby unit, an all-women's prison. We're here to see Sandra Jean Melgar. This is the first time she's agreed to an interview. Sandra wants to talk to us about the man she loved.
He was a great husband, took good care of me.
And how she didn't kill him.
They got it wrong. They got it completely wrong.
Jim Melgar was murdered, found stabbed to death in his closet 2 days before Christmas in 2012. Sandra was tied up in another closet. She says someone broke into their home and killed her husband.
What's happened?
What happened? I'm trying to remember.
She claims she couldn't remember.
I didn't hear anything. I wish I had heard something. I didn't.
See that what we're seeing there, the physical evidence that's there, and what you're telling us, is just not adding up, Sandra.
It didn't add up to detectives or the jury who found her guilty of murder. But is she the killer? Inside the Harris County District Attorney's office, we went page by page through the case file. And we found this video deputies made the night of the murder, showing how Sandra could have staged the crime scene.
Well, I think that Sandra had been planning this for a long time.
Prosecutor Colleen Barnett showed us how easy it is to tie yourself up.
You can adjust it.
Barnett argued there were no signs of forced entry, and she said Sandra not remembering things seemed suspicious.
You say you blacked out at the moment your husband was being murdered. But people watching might think, that sounds so convenient.
Yeah, it's not a blackout. I have seizures. And I had a lump in my head, so I was hit. And then I went into a seizure, more than likely.
Sandra did have a history of health problems, hip replacements, lupus, and seizures. And the defense team argued none of Sandra's DNA or blood was found on Jim or the kitchen knife used to kill him.
If what you say is true, and he was stabbed dozens of times, how is it that there's none of Sandra's DNA on him?
I don't know. I don't know why there wasn't any DNA found. I do know that if there had been DNA found on his body that came back to Sandra, it would have been explained by the sheer fact that they were married.
But Sandra's attorneys argued there was no motive, no affair or financial gain. They say there was DNA evidence of other people in the house, stolen electronics, and key evidence missed by investigators, like the handle of a bloody safe.
I will say that both mine and probably my fellow jurors' pendulum, guilt or innocence, swung back and forth throughout the entire trial.
The jury foreman told us the thing they kept coming back to, Sandra's initial interview with investigators. They didn't buy her story.
The prosecutor's testimony, right? It all made sense. Now, was it absolutely provable? No, but it's the only thing that made sense.
Sandra, did you kill your husband?
No, I did not kill my husband. No.